Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 million challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video we looked at a comparison of two prominent EV stocks, Tesla and Ford, focusing on which one is likely to give you the greatest potential return over 1 year. So please refer back to the previous video for details of a comparison and also a price prediction for both stocks. Before we start today's stock analysis, quick reminder of the $1 million challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to achieve 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So once you join us on the challenge, you'll get access to an exclusive in-depth strategy video which explains the process step by step. You'll also be part of our Discord community, which is growing well in excess of 300 now, where people will be sharing due diligence, trading tips, research, buy alerts, etc. In the Discord area you'll be able to chat, check our agreement, ask questions, check our stock spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is updated weekly with low and medium risk stocks, color coordinated using Google Finance Formula, and you can also get access to our leaderboard to where we share the success of our members, and this is for motivational purposes. If you join us now, you can join as little as $9 a month, details in description below, and if anybody joins over the next 2 or 3 days, the next payment on the 1st of January will be refunded, as payments are always made on the 1st of the month, so no need to delay joining. Today's stock analysis is going to be for ticker symbol SENS Senseonics. It's a stock that has been featured on the channel previously, and today's video is going to be particularly focusing on comparing Senseonics with Dexcom, one of the main competitors, and also looking at potential news coming up for Senseonics. But let's first of all start with having a look at a quick profile of the company on the investor relations page. For anybody who's not aware of the company, so on the screen here you'll be able to see that this is a medical technology company focused on the development and commercialization of long-term implantable CGM systems to improve the lives of people with diabetes by enhancing the ability to manage the disease with relative ease and accuracy. They have a product which is called Eversense and also Eversense XL CGM. These are designed to continuously and accurately measure glucose for people with diabetes under the skin sensor with a removable and rechargeable smart transmitter. It also has a convenient app for real-time diabetes and also looking at periods within 90 days and also 180 days respectively, compared to 7 and 14 days for non-implantable CGM systems. So in terms of potential long-term, this is huge. Let's now have a quick look at the profile of Dexcom. On the screen here you'll be able to see that this is also a medical device company focusing on the design, development and commercialization also of CGM systems both in the United States and internationally. So the company offers its systems for use also for people with diabetes as well as for use for healthcare providers. Its products include Dexcom G6, which is an integrated CGM system for diabetes management. It also has G7, which is a next generation system, and Dexcom Share, a remote monitoring system. It also has a collaboration and license agreement with Verily Life Sciences LLC in Ireland, and it also has products which it markets to physicians, diabetes educators, and it was founded in 1999, headquartered in California, so relatively new company. Let's now have a look at a comparison of the charts and the market cap for both companies. We're going to start by having a look at Senseonics. So this is the chart for Senseonics just going back to approximately 1 year. So we can see here on the chart about 1 year ago this was trading around the $1 mark, and then around about February 2021 it did reach a peak where the price went very close to $6. So since that time of the peak, around about March, we did see a strong momentum downwards, and then around about June 2021 it reached a low close just below $2, and then there was a good movement back up where it went close to $5 again, and then a little bit of consolidation, stabilizing with support around the $3 mark, and then right now at time of editing it's up just in excess of 1% at $2.71. So the market cap for Senseonics is approximately $1.19 billion. One more final thing I'd like to add on before we look at the chart for Dexcom, and that is if you held this stock at the start of the year and up to present time, your return would have been approximately 209%. However, if you did hold the stock at the start of year and then sold it around about February, then the return would have been much more significant when the price was closer to $6. However, let's now have a look at the chart for Dexcom. Let's now have a look at the chart for Dexcom. On the screen here, you'll be able to see, again, going back to period approximately 1 year. At the start of the year, this stock was trading around about $360. And then right up to the period of between April and May, we saw the stock did reach a peak of approximately $440. Once it got to $440, just prior to May 2021, it did trend down quite significantly. The RSI went from just below 80 to almost below 30 as well. And we can see the stock did come down quite significantly at one point, getting very, very close to $320. And then from early June, we can see a very, very gradual and sustained movement up, all the way up to November 2021, where the stock reached a peak approximately $640. And then just prior to December 2021, it has come down quite significantly right now. So from a peak of $640, currently trading at $529. In terms of a market cap, we can see the market cap here is just in excess of $51 billion. So if we compare that with Senseonics, which has a market cap of $1 billion, we can see that Dexcom is much bigger company. It's the main competitor. And then if we compare the share prices in terms of Dexcom, $529 right now, and at a peak of 640. So the upside potential for Senseonics, if it can become a major competitor, is certainly huge. Let's now have a look at some further comparisons, and in terms of the focus, let's start by having a look at what is Senseonics worth and what is the potential for the future with regard to Dexcom. On the screen here, we can see in terms of the forecast sales, these are expected to reach approximately $32.7 million by the end of 2022. And that will be up approximately 134% from the forecast sales of 2021 of approximately 14 million. So the company is going in the right direction. In terms of 2020, the sales were approximately $4.95 million. So again, very good growth there. So in terms of the forecast to reach $238 million by 2026, which is in fact approximately 5 years time. So at the bottom here, let's have a look at a comparison with Dexcom. If we look at Dexcom price to sales ratio, it's multiple of 22 times, giving Senseonics a potential market value of 3.25 billion, and that could be more than 121% up from today's so the current market cap, which is just in excess of $1.4 billion dollars, or between 1.1 and 1.4 billion dollars, according to Yahoo Finance. So the upside potential in Senseonics is certainly great. The next thing I'd like to focus on is some unusual options activity with regard to Senseonics. These were reported on December the 28th, 2021. So on the screen here, you'll be able to see that there was unusual or noteworthy options with regard to trading volume and activity in Senseonics. We're looking at 1,250 contracts were traded at a $3 strike option, dated for July the 15th, 2022, bought to open at the ask. There were also an additional 1,250 contracts on the $4 strike option for the same date, sold to open at the bid. And finally, altogether, these orders represent a call debit spread, a bullish strategy with limited downside risk and upside gain. So in terms of potential insiders who may know something about this stock, this is certainly interesting. What I'd now like to focus on is the potential FDA approval for the stock. So this is an article here from NASDAQ dated October the 18th, and the headline here is the FDA approval for the company could double the stock price. So let's have a look at the details of this. In terms of the FDA, they're looking at the SENS products, which is designed as a CGM system for diabetes patients. Once the FDA approval comes in for the 180-day version, we're looking at that being used extensively in the US, providing a significant boost to the stock. So let's have a look at some further details with regard to this potential FDA approval. So in the next part of the article, we can see in terms of where the company stands right now with regard to the FDA. The CEO, Tim Goodnow, has indicated they are working closely with the FDA for approval, and he indicated that the product was assigned to a lead reviewer of the FDA from April the 15th, 2021. Since then, the company has been in discussions with the lead reviewer, and indicating how he feels in terms of the quotation here. We can see that we continue to expect the approval by the end of 2021, though the constantly evolving situation with regard to the pandemic and the impact on the FDA workload make it hard to precisely estimate regulatory timelines. So what I can read into this is we were expecting some news before the end of this year. I'm quite certain now that's not going to happen. The key reason here that we can see is probably the impact of the pandemic. It's causing delays and disruptions to a potential approval. So what that means for the stock going into 2022, we're looking at potential approval from the FDA at any time, possibly within the first quarter. The company is very confident, according to what we've seen here, of approval. It's just a case of getting it done by the FDA as soon as it potentially can be done. Let's now have a look at the product pipeline. So the key catalyst right now is the 180-day Eversense, and the original date was the end of 2021. I certainly think it could be the first quarter of 2022 now. But however, going forward, the next key catalyst is going to be the Eversense 365, which will be the 1-year CGM system. The target date for that is 2023. And then we'll have the Freedom system, which is the target date of 2024. So long term, there's going to be huge potential for this company to potentially compete with Dexcom in a much more better way. And the final information I'd like to share with you is with regard to the stock in Europe. So on the screen here, you'll be able to see that Eversense Now Remote monitoring app for Android users has received the CE mark in Europe. So this is positive news. So in terms of the date for this is December the 21st, 2021, reported by Business Wire, and we can see here in terms of the details, Senseonics has now announced that it's received the CE mark for Eversense, a remote monitoring app for the Android operating system. And that has also been something that is previously approved and currently available in Europe. So Senseonics is making good progress in Europe, and potential for worldwide development outside of Europe and in the US is also something that is potentially possible long term as well. And finally, if you'd like to receive advanced notification of such stocks and also advanced notification of DD for the stocks, join us in our Discord community. This will also give you access to the $1 Million Challenge. You can join for as little as $9 a month and receive your second month refunded if you join over the next 2 days. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.